Welcome back to the $10 million question. What do we do with the superphone wave? The time leap machine. Darn, I like the superphone wave instead. For once, my assistant has nothing to say. I already know that she fears we've created a monster. Honestly, I feel the same way. After a few moments, Karisu finally speaks. Yeah, let's just activate Surin's LHC. I can tell she's not pleased to have reached this conclusion. She obviously would prefer to experiment with this technology. After all, it's humanity's first time machine. We've finally taken our first steps toward godhood. I'm sure that the nations of the world would pay billions for just one look at our machine. The possibilities that it represents are limitless. Apparently it works. Meh. I agree with Karisu that the time leap machine is dangerous. On the other hand, I state my honest feelings. Karisu gasps. This is unknown territory, not just for us, but for all of humanity. I look to each of the lab men in turn. Daru quickly looks away. Mayuri's expression is blank. Karisu stares right back at me. We have reading Steiner. So why don't we do it? Not a single person here wants the honor of being history's first time traveler. Everyone, except for Mayuri, that is probably thinking about what could go wrong. What if the time leap were to fail? Jellyman. That's a very easy to understand example. But that's not the problem. Time flows in a straight line from past to present to future. At least that's how most humans see it. This raises several concerns. So you're fucked. You got no memories left. Conflicting current me disappears then. Indeed. I'm the only one who's aware of this, however.
当然存在しているわけで、おそらくこの現在はそれに該当することになると思う。
But that's only if the many worlds interpretation holds in the first place.
お前はタイタンの言うことは信じていないのではなかったのか。
可能性の話をしている。タイタンはこの際どうでもいい。
Fair enough.
コペンハーゲン解釈なら、あらゆる状態が波動関数として空間に広がっていることになる。そして観測者が観測した瞬間、どちらかに状態が収束する。
Okay, the wave function. Function representing a quantum state. Do they represent reality or a convenient mathematical abstraction to describe what goes on in quantum mechanics? I want to read about the Copenhagen interpretation. Ghost in the ball. There we go. Okay, well-known approach to the Schrodinger's cat thought experiment. Before the box is open, the cat exists as a combination of two wave functions, one that is alive and the other one that is dead. The instant the box is open and the cat is observed, the wave function collapses to either condition. The cat is alive, wave function collapses to become alive cat. Cat is dead, and becomes dead cat. Observer who found the cat alive and the observer who found the cat dead exist in two separate universes that diverge the moment the box is open. So the moment the change... So essentially, it reminds me of the metaphor that Sora always used in Ever 17 with the river, branching paths of the river, many, many branches of the river. When you're outside of time, you're at the precise observation is impossible. Mayuri's still confused. That's okay, Mayuri. To begin with, the Copenhagen interpretation and the many worlds interpretation are both microscale theories used to explain quantum interactions. No one knows whether they can be applied to humans or to the world at large. What about my personal experiences with reading Steiner? If reading Steiner is the sort of power I think it is, then the world line model is correct. And now we're in Remember 11. Where is self?
しかしタイムリープは自分の記憶を過去へ送り込む行為であり、干渉するかしないかは明確にしていない。未来の記憶を思い出した1時間前の俺が因果に干渉するのかしないのかは、その状況になってみなければわからないはず。頭がこんがらがってきた。なんかもう宗教の分野じゃねえ。魂はどこにあるかって話しよう。
待って、あんたたちは勘違いしている。
Oh?
人格と意識は1時間前の岡部も今の岡部も何も変わらない。1時間分の記憶を持っているかいないか、違いはそれだけよ。
そうなのか。
絶対とは言い切れないけど、何しろ誰も試したことはないんだから。
This discussion's going nowhere. Personality and consciousness can't be strictly defined, so it's hard to imagine what might happen.
だからわからないの。ここでどれだけうだうだ議論したって全ては予測止まりなんだから。この実験は人類のこれまでの既成概念を崩壊させるものになるかもね。
We won't know until we try. That pretty much sums it up. To make matters worse, the subject must be prepared to risk damage to their psyche. Kurisu, Daru, and I say no more. We can't solve this problem. This is our limit as scientists. But haven't we accomplished enough already? The time leap machine itself is worthy of a Nobel Prize. We could sell this technology for billions if we so chose. If we go public with the time leap machine, we can break CERN's monopoly on time travel technology. That's enough. It has to be. Mayuri, who has been observing the discussion with glassy eyes, opens her mouth to speak. Oh, Mayuri.
バナナには人間みたいに脳はないでしょ。あ、そっか。それじゃあダメだね。
Mayuri never changes. The atmosphere in the room gets a little more relaxed.
実験はしないでおく。タイムリープマシンはしかるべき研究機関に立つ。そして世間に公表する。
That's a welcome bit of caution. Thanks to the lightening of the mood, I can finally say what was on my mind. Neither Kurisu nor Daru objects. No one has touched the time leap machine since that discussion. Ridiculous as it sounds, I can't shake the feeling that it might suck my memories out and fling them into the past. Oh, the machine does have its appeal, of course. We're all tempted by the idea of becoming humanity's first time leapers. Yet the fear of what could happen won out in the end. Perhaps as a way to forget our fears and move on, we decided to hold a celebration of sorts to mark the completion of the device. Everyone feels the need to let loose after working so hard on the project. Party time! I have Daru order pizza while Kurisu and I go shopping for snacks. Akiba has always had a lack of supermarkets. This hasn't changed, even with the anime stores gone. After we finish shopping, Kurisu and I walk along the evening streets. She looks like she's got something to say. I've got something to say. She keeps stealing glances at me. She frowns, like she didn't expect that question. Finally, she faces this way.
実験をしなかったことについて。
まさか。人間は根源的に時間的存在者である。
Okay.
ハイデガーの言葉よ。
It's a Heidegger
あん
quote.
たが
Yep.
実験はしないと決めてくれた時、私はむしろほっとした。誰か止める人がいてくれなかったら、私は歯止めが効かなくなってたかも。
You really wanted to. What's this? Gratitude? Does she have a fever? Put my hand to her forehead to check. Kurisu twitches.
おい、何してる？
熱があるそうで、女子らしいことを言い出したんだ。
I drop my hand.
別にあんたに感謝してるわけじゃないからな。
Totally not, Baka. Her voice is louder than it should be, and several people glance at us. Kurisu blushes and hangs her head. If Daru were here, he'd probably get all excited and say, "Ooh, a real tsundere! Sweet!"
とにかく
Kurisu clears her throat and returns to her usual sour expression.
形式的にお礼を言っただけだから勘違いしないで。
Oh yeah, just a formality. Totally.
勘違いなどするものか。俺は当然のことをしたまでだ。ラボメンナンバー001でラボの設立者であるこの俺、法王林教魔が最も優先する。
course.
ガバモンは俺の味方であり世界は俺の敵である
Exactly.
言葉も出ない。あんたって独善的すぎ。
言葉なら出ているではないか
Of course.
揚げ足取るな。
It's quite mysterious, really. It's only been 2 weeks since Kurisu and I met. And yet, it already feels natural for us to be walking together, exchanging banter like this. Perhaps pooling our efforts to create something new, dangerous though it may be, has brought us closer together. I admit that her knowledge and skills are impressive. Don't forget what Titor said. What did Titor say? False self and the real you. I'd like her to remain at the lab if at all possible. She said she's going back to America this month. It's already the 13th, so I wonder when she plans to return. I decide to ask her.
そういえば飛行機のチケット取るの忘れてた。
Whoops, I guess you have to stay.
電話レンジの改良に夢中になりすぎてたわ。
タイムリープマシンを公表すれば世間は大騒ぎセルンの発をしなければ帰ることはできない
そうか。ママに電話しておかないと。
Mama! Looks like things are going to get busy. Naturally, I want Kurisu to stay with us until the end. A little bit after we return to the lab, Mayuri gets back.
ただいま。
Welcome back! Seems Mayuri went to Lukako's. Suzuha shows up a few minutes later, and our development council comes to order. What and calls a party. Yes, of course. What a shocker. Suzuha's here. Daru ordered 3 pizzas. We also line up all the snacks we brought on the table. Just like the party we had a few days ago to cheer up Suzuha. Mayuri wanted to decorate the room, but since everyone's tired, I dismissed it as unnecessary. Looks like Suzuha managed to retrieve her jacket from Mr. Braun. Excellent.
やばかった。あのままだとさ、室長として一日を過ごす羽目になるとこだったよ、私。
The Braun Tube workshop's closed. Suzuha made sure that 42-inch CRT was turned off, so there's no need to fear any malfunction from the time leap machine. A heavy sigh escapes my throat. I realize that I've been tense and nervous since the time leap machine was completed. Now I can finally relax. The topic of the time leap machine has become taboo. Even Kurisu doesn't bring it up during the meeting.
ダルお前なぜこの前と全く同じ種類のピザを注文したのだ
I opened the pizza boxes to find the exact same ones he got for Suzuha's party. Good answer. Naturally, I'm not amused.
おかり、おかり。クリスちゃんやルカちゃんにもね、声をかけたんだけど、今日は無理って言われちゃった。
そうか何か用事でもあったの
クリスちゃんは今日はライネットの大会。
Oh,
しまった応援行きそびれたなんという不覚
oh.
あとね、ルカちゃんはなんだか恥ずかしそうにしてたよ。
Oh, why is Luca embarrassed?
ここに来たらまたマユリのコスを着させられるって思ったんじゃない？
Or maybe she thinks that Okabe will,
もし
yeah.
かしてまだ説得できていないのか
Your little display probably didn't help, Okabe. What was the point of completing the costume? To complete it.
恥ずかしいんだ
Obviously.
って。可愛いは正義なのに。可愛いは正
Oh. Kurisu doesn't know how to react. She blushes, and Mayuri starts teasing her like a drunk old man. There's no alcohol at this party, of course. You can cosplay, too. You can do it. My assistant. Kurisu looked conflicted. Then she murmurs. Aha! You've got her on the hook? She sure could have fooled us before, pretending to have no interest in otaku culture. Oh, then you'll do it for us? Eventually. The cosplay demon compels you. Cosplay demon? Kurisu lifts up her necktie. I mean. I mean Women's Academy, private school for girls in the Kudenshida neighborhood of Tokyo, academic powerhouse, popular destination for foreign exchange students. Oops. Looks like Kurisu approves of the cuteness is justice philosophy. That's an honest smile from her. You're not invited. You're not invited, Dara. Panmoro? Oh, I'm sorry I asked. Suzuha? Suzuha speaks, her tone sharp. She's scowling at Kurisu again. Suddenly the atmosphere in the room changes. Oh no! Oh no. Naturally, my strong-willed assistant isn't one to back down from a fight. Sparks fly between the two girls. A prediction? Uh-oh, we've got a situation here. Mayuri clings to me with teary eyes. Let's say some bizarre shit until they calm down. I insert myself between the two girls. They both glare at me. I back down. Although I'm afraid for my life, I harden my resolve. The mission must succeed. First, I focus on Kurisu.
上司俺はお前にそのように育った覚えはないぞ
I raised you from the egg you came out
育て
of.
られた覚えもない。
また最悪ですよ最も必要なことを教えるすなわち表面は熱く奥底では冷たく
聞いてない。なるつもりもない。
Fair enough. Next, I switch focus to Suzuha.
お前がラグナロックにおいて戦うべきはセルのはずだ
岡部倫太郎には忠告したよね。マキセ・クリスには気をつけてって。
Uh-oh.
ちょ
Both negotiations have failed. Trouble in the neighborhood.
どういうことよ、岡部。
Their eyes are like laser beams boring into my skull. I want nothing more than to flee for my life. But Mayuri's watching me anxiously. I need to defuse the situation. My number one
お前たち
diffuser
ど
tactic.
ちらも引くつもりはないようだなならば好きなだけやり合うがいい戦い抜いてその後河原で握手して友情を芽生えさせるがいいだから将来社会に出る時のためにこれだけは自覚しておけお前たちは二人とも空気が読めない
うるさい。
Getting yelled at by both of them at the same time sends shivers down my spine. It's coming. I quickly seize my right arm.
静まれ俺の右手
Situation diffuser number 2. I turn around and head back to Mayuri.
マユリすまないこのままだと俺は二人を傷つけてしまうだから
Go get him, Mayuri. Mayuri puffs out her cheeks and goes over to the two girls.
二人とも聞いて。マユシーはね、喧嘩は嫌いなのです。仲良くしようよ。
Hearing this, the two combatants reluctantly comply. I expected this would happen. Mayuri is the oil that keeps the gears of this lab churning along. The throbbing in my right arm dissipates. Daru comes over to chat with Suzuha, and gradually peace returns to the lab. Kurisu is in the development room making a call, probably to her mother in America. I sit on the sofa and watch TV while sipping Dr. P. The TV is running a game show where contestants guess the prices of popular items at high-class restaurants. Mayuri sits down next to me. She peels a banana and begins eating it. Mayuri slowly looks around the lab, smiling all the while.
ここ何週間かですごく賑やかになったね。
Yeah?
確かに
I established the future gadget laboratory around the time I entered college. It was the first step in my plan to bring chaos to the world. That was around the middle of March this year, which means it's been about 5 months. Not half a month after it was established, Mayuri showed up. I'm still not sure why, and became a lab mem. For about a month, it was just me and Mayuri. Then in early May, I finally got Daru to join. All it took was telling him that the lab is just a 3-minute walk from May Queen plus Nyan Squared. The location This location on the outskirts of Akiba has always been quiet. Mayuri isn't the type to object to every little thing like Kurisu, nor the type to make dumb jokes like Daru. So the lab was very peaceful back in those days. It was quite a pleasant place to be. And now the lab mem count has increased to 8. It happened in the blink of an eye, or so it seems. They didn't come today, but Lukago visits occasionally, and Ferris is a familiar place at May Queen plus Nyan squared. Or at least she was before May Queen disappeared. If May Queen disappeared, then what convinced Daru to join the lab? I remember feeling out of place the first time I came to Akiba. But now it's like a second home. Mayuri too seems pleased by the increase in lab mems. The sofa only has room for 2. Then there's Daru's personal desk chair. Those are the only chairs in the lounge. There are some pipe chairs in the development room, but they need to stay there. Yep. Then I need to get a part-time job again. Oh. Serious Mayuri face. Cutting off Mayuri's chicken supply might actually kill her. On top of the higher rent? Well, yeah. I don't know if Mr. Braun's is a friend. She gazes wistfully into the distance, but I'm sure Mr. Braun's a friend of yours. Ah. What do you mean, I try to ask, but before I can finish. An urgent news bulletin appears on the TV. The subtitles read, Terrorist bomb threat suspends Yamanote, Sobu, Keihin Tohoku lines. Hmm. That would be good. Bomb threat. I don't know why, but I've got a bad feeling about this. Only the lines passing through Akihabara are suspended, and as if that were the target. Wait, could that be it? Could the bomb be at Akihabara Station? I get a cold feeling in my stomach. Suzuha? Suzuha leaves the lab without another word. Suzuha's acting strange. Is it related to the bomb threat? That would seem obvious. Why'd you just ask about the time leap machine? Something occurs to me. The two threatening emails I received. We're watching you. You know too much. Who sent them? Well, there's more. Words and images flash through my head. CERN. The LHC. Jellymen. The Z program. Government secrets. The organization. That's a scary silhouette. Men in black. The Committee of 300. The time leap machine. What did Kurisu say?
私たちひょっとするととんでもないものを作っちゃったかもしれない。
Taken separately, each of these elements was insignificant. But if I consider them part of a single line, they all point to one inescapable truth. We've come too far. Fear seizes my heart in an icy grip. I can feel anxiety eating at my brain. I can't breathe. Even though it's hot and humid, my body shivers. Should we run? Get out while we still can? We can't use the trains. What about the subway? Would a taxi be better? Nobody's saying anything. Nobody's doing anything. What should we do? Suddenly there's a softness against my hand. I look down to see Mayuri's hand holding mine. When I look up, I see worry written on her face. It's okay. I'm just being paranoid. It's all a coincidence. Tomorrow we'll get rid of the time leap machine. Then we can forget that all of this happened. Pretend it was all just a dream. We never invented a time machine. I don't need money. As long as we can forget about today and welcome tomorrow, we'll be okay, won't we? My anxiety doesn't go away. I look over Mayuri's head at the entrance to the lab. The door is unlocked. Anyone could just waltz right in. I hear sirens wailing a few streets away. The bomb threat has Akiba in an uproar. Yet here, in our corner of Akiba, it's so quiet. Mayuri squeezes my hand with her warm, slender fingers. I squeeze back.